is Gustavo Aguila.
And my name is Frida Perez.
And today, these are the news. Today in the studio, we have Mr. Eduardo De Luna. He is a chemical engineer and he'll talk to us about the increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere in the past years. Welcome, Mr. Eduardo.
Good morning. I'm going to talk about the increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Over the past few years, the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has grown very severe because there are many combustions in our daily life that makes this happen. And for example, we have many cars that produce tons and tons of carbon dioxide, but we have no trees to make it up, to balance. So the accumulation of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is mainly our fault of the humans, and that's why we should try to prevent this by planting trees or something.
Thank you, Mr. Eduardo. I have a question for you. What do you recommend for us to decrease this amount of contamination?
Well, Gustavo, we can do many things, but for instance, you could like take the bus instead of riding in car, and take a bicycle or something like that. Plant trees. There are many options. It depends on you.
We all need to be aware that this is a problem that can affect the whole world, so we need to make something to change it. Now let's go with my partner Frida, who is at Harvard University and will have a very special report.
Thank you, Gustavo. And well, here we are at Harvard, and today we're going to talk about the chemical reactions in the global warming. As we already know, global warming is increasing temperature thanks to the greenhouse gases. So here we are with Dr. Zuniga, who's going to explain us about the greenhouse gases.
Good morning, Frida.
Good morning.
Well, as Frida said, the global warming is caused by the greenhouse gases that are the ones that are in the atmosphere and trap the energy from the sun and causing increase of temperature in the earth. The most common greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, water vapor, nitrous oxide, and methane. The most common and the one we all know is the carbon dioxide that is formed with carbon and oxygen, forming CO2 or carbon dioxide as we know. The other one is the water vapor that is formed with hydrogen and oxygen, and it forms water, but it is in a gas state. The next one is the nitrous oxide that is formed with nitrogen and oxygen, forming N2O. And the last one is the methane. I think all of you know methane because it is very popular now because it's the one that does the more damage, and it's 2 hydrogens plus carbon, it makes CH4. And we can find this in almost everywhere, and it is very dangerous, all of them, and they are the ones causing the increase of temperature and all of our problems.
Well, thank you a lot, Dr. Zuniga. That's it for today. And now we're going with Gustavo, who's going to explain us the carbon cycle.
Now that we are talking about carbon, I'll explain you the carbon cycle. First, the plants remove the carbon dioxide from the air. When plants die, they are buried in the earth, like here. After millions of years, this type of buried plants become fossils. They become fossils, which means they are turned into oil. The oil is then extracted in the form of, well, we can say petrochemics. And then when people burn these fossils, they send carbon dioxide again and other type of greenhouse gases. And the process repeats again. It's like a non-end process. This is the carbon process. And now our partners will talk us about the causes and effects of the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
We came to the point that most of the pollution is caused by the men and in their actions. For example, overusing cars, burning fuels, over making of products, and we know that we have to reduce those actions so that pollution can reduce too.
And all these examples affect the atmosphere and make more pollution in the world.
So these were the news for today.
Thanks for watching, and remember, there are many ways we can do to help our world. So don't just think, act.
See you next project.